Well, I was raised military. My dad was in the Army. He had served for 26 years. So it was a family thing, so I wanted to do it because of my dad. I mean, a lot of memories are, traveling, going different places that, most people will never get a chance to do. Going to Spain, Italy, Germany, and of course, overseas to Iraq, Syria, Jordan, Turkey, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. I mean, seeing all the things that, most people will never get a chance to do unless you spend a lot of money to do it. But then, of course, there's a lot of scary parts because at war, your life's not guaranteed. But that was the life I chose at that time, and I was glad I did it. I think if I would have been full-blown active duty for the whole term, it's different for a lot of people because military life and civilian life, it's a transition, and it takes a little bit because you're so used to everything being right dress. But since I had reserve time to where I was able to have a normal job, and then on the weekends I would go and do my training, I think that helped me transition. But I think sometimes for most others it's pretty difficult because it's such a routine of when you're in the military, you're 8 to 5, you wake up at a certain time, you do your PT, you do physical fitness, and then you have weekends off sometimes. But for me it was easy. I was glad because if not I would have been deployed more and more. So I was happy to be done, glad for what I served, and it's over.
I joined the Army. I wanted to do a career in the military, and the Army offered to pay for my college education, so I took them up on it. And next thing I know, I'm on active duty. Number one, I got to see faraway lands and people that I would never met otherwise. It broadened my horizons. I got to see Europe and parts of the United States I would normally not gotten to see. Also, the military teaches a certain amount of discipline and teaches personal inner strength. I feel that those are very beneficial and have helped me out a whole lot. Well, life is what you make it, what you put into it. I was upset because I got caught up in the force reductions in 1990 and didn't get to complete a military career, but looking back, I feel that it was the best thing overall, and I learned a whole lot from my time in the service and applied it to my life in the civilian world.
So my grandpa was Sergeant Spike Mellinger. He was in the Vietnam War as an 89th Airborne, so he jumped out of airplanes and did a bunch of undercover missions for the United States, and he actually worked at West Point as a mapping teacher, and he received the Medal of Valor. He actually had Agent Orange from the Vietnam War and ended up getting emphysema after that and getting really sick, but he did serve his country in the Vietnam War, so that's my history with veterans.
I'm Ty Nelson, but basically my entire family has been in the military. My dad, my grandpa, my other grandpa, and his family and his family, so that inspires me to go into the military.
My name's Carson Vaughn, and my brother's in the Air Force.
My name's Sydney Croft, and my brother and boyfriend are in the Air Force.
It kind of sucks. I used to be able to talk to my brother all the time, and now I hardly ever get to talk to him with the schedule of being overseas and stuff.
My brother's still stationed, so we haven't, and my boyfriend's in boot camp, so we haven't dealt with deployment yet, but it makes you appreciate the ones you love because they're gone for so long and you can't talk to them. And you love them.
My brother, he's Air Avionics.
My brother is Special Operations Task Force, and then my boyfriend is Air Traffic Controller.
Belton High School, holding it down. I've always had family in the military. It's something I've always wanted to do, to be honest. It's something I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid. I've always looked up to people in the military. Deployments and being away from family, friends, loved ones. Don't know. Possibility of not coming back also scares me. I went to basic this summer and I go to my advanced individual training this summer. I get to go to Fort Gordon, Georgia.
Hi, I'm Emmy, and my stepdad, Bill, was in Vietnam. He's pretty amazing. He's my favorite person on the planet. When he was in Vietnam, he got his finger cut off in a machine, so he's missing one of his fingers, this one actually. He contracted Agent Orange, and then it turned into gangrene, and they had to cut his leg off like 4 years ago, so only has one leg. But he has a prosthetic, which is awesome, and he's very proud of being in Vietnam.
My name is Tyler Wortman, and my dad just got back from Afghanistan last Monday. It's been pretty good with him back. Whenever he left, it was kind of hard because, I mean, it's like your dad just leaves and like you got to start doing stuff for yourself. But then he got back and things are a lot easier now. I mean, obviously, whenever somebody goes to war, you worry about them not coming back, but you just gotta believe